Sorry for the slight delay. I also decided to update my graphics card drivers and stuff. Okay, well, we'll keep going until I get tired. Or my voice gives out, whatever happens first. Okay. Oh, so you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, eh? Yeah, that's right. I wouldn't call myself a recruit, really. Oh, really? Well, we heard plenty about you, so if you ever decide to join up with us, you'll definitely be more than welcome. Is there anything you want to know? What is this place? This is Ulzebek. It's a Danan enclave like plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Mosgul, which is mainly a mining area, this place mostly produces food and other daily essentials. The Bright Eyes rarely show their faces here, which is why we've made it our headquarters. Is there anything else you want to know? Our friends have made it back from the old Xion mine. Excuse me. Fortunately, not everyone made it out of there alive. We have to make sure their sacrifice won't be in vain. Am I really that famous? Why are you so surprised? Of course you're famous, tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. And as if that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. Hey, be quiet. It's no wonder people talk about you. With that kind of reputation, I say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. I think I'm good. Sorry, my cat's being whiny for some reason. I might have to give him his pain medication. He got neutered yesterday. Bro, what happened to you? Ugh, your brother bit off more than he could chew. It's no use. I can't take on those Bright Eyes. Sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks. Did the Crimson Crows cause that? I hope those armored soldiers don't stick around here either, and they leave just like they did in Mosgul. These chickens, what did you say? These chickens just laid their eggs. And those damn Bright Eyes, they took every last egg. They couldn't spare a single one. And they'll lay more. It's the principle of the thing, dude. They just steal everything from us. Come on, quit standing around talking. We've got water to carry. But you saw all those Crimson Crow members. They were hurt. Those Bright Eyes must have got them. I wonder if we're next. I don't know. Dad says the Bright Eyes can't afford to just kill their workers, but maybe they changed their mind. Okay, can't jump in there. Oh, you can.
What's this doing here?
I was about to say, I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Not that there's anything left to make things with. Oh, okay. So we're supposed to go that way. I wonder how much longer this fighting will go on. There are so many Crimson Crows who have gotten injured and killed because of it. Who knows? I just hope things don't get any worse. It sends chills down my spine thinking about what might happen if they manage to make the remnants any angrier. So... an inn, eh? The Donnan homeworld under tyrannical rule.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
You don't say. Okay, well, there's nothing here because it would be shiny if it was something. I don't have anything interesting to sell you all, but you're more than welcome to take a look and see what I've got. Good sales pitch, dude. I don't know if you want to buy the things I have, but here's a chance, and we don't even have any money. We fought a couple of things, but we don't have any money. That's kind of interesting. Hey, sorry to interrupt the date, you two. I wonder if I should try sleeping to see if there's any of that character development. Any of that character development. Indeed.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
You're welcome to sleep here if you like, but you'll have to fix your own food. But the beds are nice and soft. Don't work too hard out there. I won't. Straight Soigl. Soigls who, for whatever reason, have managed to rid themselves of their reigning masters, owing to a combination of crossbreeding and blah blah blah. Man, those screens don't last very long at all, do they? Oh, I can't go that way. These injuries should heal eventually, and when they do, I'm getting sent back to Moscow. I doubt I'm going to make it out there alive this time. Doubt I'm going to make it out there alive. Did I read that right? Kind of a weird sentence. The wastelands ahead are what? Habited by nothing but Zoigles for miles. If you don't have business out there, I'd stay far away. Okay. So, anything in here? Are you telling me I shouldn't get involved with the Crimson Crows, old man? You're damn right I am. Back when I was your age, we had people who were doing the same thing as them folks, and ain't nothing changed. Nothing. If them bright eyes find out we got a Crimson Crow hiding among us, you can be sure there'll be hell for everyone to pay in Ulzebek. She's right. They'll kill us all, each and every one of us. You know how they operate. Exactly. I'd give it a second thought before you do something we all regret. As much as I hate to admit it, they're both right. I hate the Reynolds as much as everyone else, but trying to fight them is suicide. There's only one way it's going to end for them. Crimson Crows, and it ain't going to be pretty. Oh, and it's going to end for them, Crimson Crows, and it ain't going to be pretty. Just give it up. It's hopeless against the Reynolds. Okay. Got a lot of stairs. Oh, here we go. Ladders, I should say. After working with my hands all my life, I can't hardly see nothing with these old eyes anymore. Oh. Sounds like there's a bit of ruckus close by. Did something happen? I don't know what's going on around here, as long as it don't make my life any harder, though. I don't give a hoot. It's been a long and hard enough struggle making it to this age as it is. My creaky old body can't take much more. I'm sorry to hear about that, Grandma. The road over there leads to the Iglia Wastes. You won't find any rain-ins since it's all just ruins and abandoned villages, but it's crawling with stray Zoigles, so be careful if you go there. Okay, so the lore for this game is that monsters were just... or the wild monsters are used to be pets of these dudes, and they just, like... got out of hand, I guess, if there's just a bunch of them out there. I guess they needed lore for why there's monsters in the world. Whew, I lived in Calaglia all my life, so I like to think that I can take a little heat, but this is really pushing it. That's what I've got to stay hydrated. Can't afford to collapse from heat stroke while looking out for remnants. Well, where's your water bottle? Talk a big game. Seemed like there was a big commotion earlier, so I decided to hide in here and wait. Think it's finally safe for me to come out? Yeah. Go on and try. We've got to stay vigilant for signs of armored soldiers. We can't have a repeat of what happened in the old Xeon mine. Okay. I think that's everybody. Okay, didn't talk to this dude. I'm out on patrol on Zephyr's orders. You can never be too careful when dealing with bright eyes. Any of us sense even a whiff of trouble, all we have to do is give the signal and everyone can hide immediately. Oh, okay. Okay, so yeah, we were here. Good. Oh, I missed you. All this dark talk just makes today's work that much harder to get through than it is already. Or than it already is, I should say. Oh, anything in here? No. Down here? No. Okay. Let's check what's over here, shall we? Be careful if you choose to go out. There's a garrison of armored soldiers up ahead. Oh. We can just go here. Shouldn't you be going somewhere else? Oh, okay. Never mind. The game wants us to go this way, so we shall do. These are rations we managed to swipe back from the Bright Eyes. You're welcome to have some. Just make sure they don't see you with them. Thanks, I'll be careful. My kids are starving over here, and they somehow expect us to keep them fed or next to nothing. By all means, your kids are more than welcome to have them. It makes the risk we take getting these rations that much more worthwhile. Well, aren't you nice? Of course I'm nice, sir. I'm part of the rebellion. I'm glad you're okay. Quick, get inside. Guess we have no choice.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right.
I guess I owe you 10 gold.
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head to head with Balsef.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Heldolf, that was his name.
We've all been waiting for this day for far too long.
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime, yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
But we got these as pre-order bonuses.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay? Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream.
Her outfit
I'm
doesn't
afraid we
change,
don't
so.
have any Renin clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped.
I'm not gonna wear your
Nothing more.
cheap clothing, filthy
At no
trash.
point did I say I've given up being a Renin. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around
What are your
here.
shoes made out
With
of?
any luck,
Plastic?
He might just know something.
Ocean blue battle garb. Ocean blue clothing received from Tilsa that was made by stitching together pieces of cloth that the Crimson Crows collected. Zephyr left your party. Like water and oil.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renin around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Danons that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renin's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
Even though I just
If they
found
don't
that
like
out
the
for you.
status quo,
From
then
you.
they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renins, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renins, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do, and I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
Okay. Speak to Nath. I hear a bird. Where are you? You up here? You on the top? Hey, look at that. Rabbit ears. Anything else?
I'm surprised there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
This position is good because you can keep an eye on everyone and on every entrance from here. In a worst case scenario, we can flee along the mountains too. That's how much Zephyr's thought this whole operation out. He's the leader of our organization for a reason. Yeah, I bet he is. That takes care of that and that. I guess that leaves this right here. I'll have to hurry and treat it before it gets bad. Oh, okay. Are we really gonna bet it all on Iron Mask and his Renin lady friend? I'm not sure I like our odds. Well, if Zephyr says they're good, it must be true. We'll just have to trust them. I mean, I'm right here, dude. Nath's still talking to the others. You'll find him outside. You should go say hi to him. You're not only new here, you don't remember much at all, right? Well, if you've got any questions, lay them out and I'll see what I can tell you. Oh, so she's the lore provider. It's your group's goal. What difficulty did I pick? I picked normal. Ideally, we'd like to drive out the Renans, but as I'm sure you know, they've got us more than a little outgunned. For now, we're mostly waiting for a chance to strike as we sabotage what we can, gather intel, and help other slaves along the way. Although apparently our big chance is right around the corner, if Zephyr and the rest are to be believed. Anything else you want to ask about? How do the Renans fight? The Bright Eyes wear those huge armored suits and fight using astral arts and sicking their zoigles on people. You're dead meat if you try to take them head on, so we have to fight using greater numbers and by taking advantage of the terrain. Most of us aren't like Zephyr. We can't take them alone one-on-one like him, unfortunately. That's why he's so glad to have you two on board with us. We could use all the help we can get. What are you guys doing in Ulzebek? Ulzebek is one of the enclaves where Donan slaves live. It's mostly responsible for producing food. The Bright Eyes don't have any outposts here and are hardly come through on patrol, which is what made us decide to set up shop here. In exchange for agreeing to help keep quiet about our whole presence, we give our supplies to the residents and help them with their needs. Also doesn't hurt that nobody's a fan of the Bright Eyes either, though. What can you tell me about the Renans? The big planet in the sky is their homeworld, Rena, while the smaller object is Lenigis, their stronghold, and where the Bright Eyes come from. Oh, and about that name, we call them Bright Eyes because their eyes light up whenever they use their astral arts. Pretty simple, right? Likewise, they love to call us embeddeds since we're all embedded with a spirit core as soon as we're born. But when someone joins the Crimson Crows, they dig theirs out. It's our way of showing we're not slaves to anybody any longer. The big shot Renans in charge, the Lords, they wear different outfits from the rest. They're made of weird fabric and stick out like a sore thumb. What are Zoigles? Zoigles are the monsters you often see tagging along with Bright Eyes. I couldn't tell you how many different kinds there are, but I do know that they're all nasty and really dangerous. There are also feral ones you'll find wandering around outside. Most of those escaped from their keepers. We call those strays. Anything else? What are astral arts? Powers they use are basically like a kind of magic. Donans can't use astral arts for themselves, which makes Renans as much of a pain to deal with as their Zoigle pets. I'm good, thanks. Alright, well. So, I'm guessing you'll give me a side quest later, that's why there's an exclamation mark, or... The other members and I are going to devise our plan of attack. I have to let them know that I intend to make you guys the centerpiece of the whole operation. Okay, well... If you think that's wise, we just barely joined the party. This place here is our hideout. Worst comes to worst, we've got plenty of escape routes ready in case we need to bolt from here too. Didn't I talk to you though? Guess I missed you. Anything else? Okay, so I can't jump over that. Okay, so we talked to everybody else, right? Yeah.
Nath, we need your help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
I don't know.
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
I guess.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
Oh, is this the side quest mechanic?
You see anybody around here who could use our help?
We can't chase after every little thing.
Oh, okay, so if they got a mail symbol,
Hey,
like a letter. Nath sent us. He heard you might be a little short-handed.
Yes.
You could say that. Didn't think he'd send over the Iron Mask himself, though. That a Bright Eyes with you? You sure we can really trust her? She's on our side. Zephyr can vouch for her. If Zephyr's good with her, then I guess we don't have a problem. What the hell? The name's Dyron. I'm the one who runs this lodge. Dyron, and Dyron. This is a lodge, but we already have our own beds. We don't sleep on straw and rock-hard dirt around here. The Crimson Crows have their fair share of folks who are either knocking on death's door or can't otherwise move around openly. That's what this place is here for, to give people a place to rest up properly before they head off to fight. Everyone needs a rest. If you don't rest, you can't hope to fight the Bright Eyes at your best. Makes sense. What do you want us to do then? I need you to help haul in some cargo. I have some friends who are on their way to collect it from our hideout in the Xeon mine. The mines? Is that really such a good idea after the Renin snuffed the place out? These are valuable items that people risk their lives to gather. We need to get at least some of them back. They should be down around the Sandinas Ravine at this point. Meet up with them and help bring the supplies back to this lodge. You're welcome to use these facilities if you need to as well. I'll let you sleep here for free. Thus it begins. Subquests. Talking to someone with a letter icon will start a subquest. Clearing these subquests will earn you rewards, and you can accept as many of them as you like. You can also check each of their objectives from the activity records. Gone are the days where you have to follow guides and stuff. This shit is just here for you to pick up.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone
is evil. They should be down around the Sandinas Ravine, okay.